while I'm on plaiting this here, I'm gonna give a little story time, and it's just something my mom used to do when we were little. If anybody in the house gets sick or even had a cough, my mom would get this. You should know what this is, right? This is VICKS. My mom would get VICKS, and she would make sure you're being taken care of. Because back then in Dominica, we only had a doctor once a month to come to our village. And he would come, and they would, if you wanted to see the doctor, you would go there early, because they would give out 100 numbers for the day. 100. We always had a nurse at the hospital. You know, consider Granby country. If you ever lived in the country, that's Granby. Granby is up in the countryside. So the little hospital wasn't much. There was always a nurse in case you get hurt. According to how bad it was, then they would take care of you there. If not, you would have to go 36 miles to the town where the hospital was. I'm trying to situate myself now. So sometimes, when my mom hears coughing, she would pull that VICKS out. And that VICKS had to last a long time, I'm telling you, because back then you just can't afford to go to the store and pick up a bottle of VICKS every time. So that VICKS was used very well. She would take that VICKS, she would put it under our foot. She'd rub our foot, make sure there was enough. And then she would make us, I don't remember we had socks back then, but when she rubbed our foot, she would make sure that we are in bed and we're not coming out of bed for the night. So that was one way she did the VICKS, so that we did not get too sick. Because going Roseau to the doctor cost a lot back then, so you have to wait once a month to see the doctor in the countryside, in my village. The next thing she would do, she would put it behind our ears. She'd rub a little bit behind everybody's ears. Remember, I am not a doctor. I'm not giving you any prescription about VICKS. I am just telling you my experience, that my mom, how she did VICKS with us. So no, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a physician. I'm not giving you any medical advice on this channel. After that, she would take it and rub our chest. She would tell us, rub your chest, rub your chest. And then you would take it up and we'd rub our, then we put it under our neck, so you can feel the VICKS working. You can feel the VICKS working. And then on our nose, we take the VICKS, put it on our nose, and then she'd take a little bit in her finger and she'd put it inside the nose. Yep, inside the nose. And that would help your nose to run. I remember as a little kid, when my mom would do all of that, after she was done, I would take the VICKS, I'd take my little pinky, I'd take a little bit and put it in my mouth. Don't ask me why, but I did it. And I was a little child. That no one should do, because you don't know what's in the VICKS. But don't do that. but I did that as a kid. And my mom would take the VICKS, rub it in our back, the middle of our back, until you can actually feel the VICKS. You can feel it working. Next day you start feeling better. If your nose was running, it would run. But this is what she did with the VICKS. But these are the things my mom did with the VICKS to get us better when we had a cold. Because we could not afford to go down Roseau, 36 miles from Granby, to go see a doctor. You had to have doctor money, passage, the transport you taking down, you need money for that, and all this good stuff. So we took care of homemade remedy. So that's what we did with VICKS.